Hey, Force Sensitives. I'm Darth and Magnus. Welcome back to my channel and my little Jim. That's right, Jim being the key word, in case you couldn't tell by the title, for our lightsaber drill routines, alright? And today I have with me the Dark Warglaive, okay, in all of its glory, with its Adegan silver blade. Alright, I'm gonna turn it on. It's gonna be bright. 3, 2, 1. There we go. I love the windows in here too. Such a good blade. Now with this blade, we are doing Journeyman Day 5, which is the very last day for the Journeyman, standing for the Jedi side of classes. Now what I first did, in case you guys didn't know if you're new, I did two-handed saber drills. Okay, we do 10 three-move sequences, okay, throughout these entire workouts. And then we did one-handed drills, but we did Sith Acolyte. That's what the class is called, which focuses more on Form 2 Makashi and Form 7 Juyo. All right. Now, Journeyman being the Jedi side of things, I decided to take it upon myself to focus more on Form 3 Soresu and Form 4 Ataru. Okay. Like I said, today is the very last day, so I'm very pumped. What we have next is Jarkai. In case you guys didn't know, Jarkai is the dual wielding stuff. It's still going to be those 10 three-move sequences, but we're going to have two blades. Can't go wrong with two lightsabers, right? What's better than one lightsaber? Two lightsabers, all right? So anyways, for those of you guys that are new, please stick around so I can break down what's going to happen for this cardio workout. Yes, this is a workout, and yes, I am doing the full workout with you guys, okay? For those of you guys who are not new, you already know what I'm going to say, so I will see you guys in that 2-minute warm-up session, okay? Now, speaking of the 2-minute warm-up session, that's how we're going to start, all right? When I'm done giving this explanation, I am going to go behind the camera and start a kitchen timer, all right? When I say go, then that's when we go, all right? Even if I'm not on camera, just give me a second to get back on camera, but we're going to be doing a 2-minute warm-up. Now, even though these are one-handed saber drills, you don't have to use one hand to warm up if you don't want to. Feel free to use two hands. Okay, if you just want to work on your footwork, like the shuffling back and forth, you can do that too. Okay, you can even jump back and forth if you like. I call it skiing. Really good for your calves. Just bouncing back and forth. Love it. If you're gonna stretch, I would suggest stretching just for a minute out of those 2 minutes, because the point of the warm-up is to warm up your body. And if you're going to do some stretches, make sure that they are something physical. For example, I like to do stretches on my shoulders for my rotator cuffs, just by swinging my lightsaber back and forth like this. Try not to hit your ceiling fan like I just did. If you got one, okay, you can do that. All right. Other things that you can do, kind of just warming up, is just standing here and just doing like half jumping jacks, just using your upper body. You know, come in like this. I know I've shown you guys these stretches for like afterwards, but they're also really good for warming up too. Okay? Now, after that 2-minute warm-up is done, excuse me, after that 2-minute warm-up is done, we are going to take a 30-second break. During that 30-second break, I am going to read off to you the very first sequence, okay? So for example, I'm just going to run through the first two sequences, all right? So we're going to be getting into a Soresu stance, a Form 3 Soresu stance, in case you guys didn't know. Since we're going to be using our rear hand first, the Soresu stance is like this. Lead hand pointed out, rear hand like so, and you're slightly rocking back on your rear foot, okay? If you want another point of reference, go to episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. You'll see Obi-Wan Kenobi use this movement when he is dueling against General Grievous, all right? Anyways, so we have a Soresu stance, okay? So we have rear jab head, rear hook head, and then a rear block right 8. 8 standing for the figure 8 motion, okay? I'll make sure to include that in the description for you guys. So rear jab head, rear hook head, rear block to the right, figure 8. All right, so when the 30 seconds is up, I am going to show you how to perform the movement the way I want you guys to do it. So remember, Form 3 Soresu stance, okay? So you're gonna step forward with your rear foot as you do a rear jab to the head, come around for a rear hook head, and then you're going to do a figure 8 block to the right as you shuffle backwards, okay? Right. So again, I'll go through it one more time. I'll say something like this. So we have 1, 2, 3, okay? And then we're just gonna go like that for 90 seconds straight. After that 90 seconds is done, we'll take another 30-second break, and then we're going to do the second sequence. The first and second sequence mirror each other because the first one is done with the right hand, which I will be calling the rear hand, and the second one is done with the lead hand, which I will be calling, the left hand, which I will be calling the lead hand. Sorry about that. So when we go ahead and do our second sequence, once that 30 seconds is up, we'll get into our Form 3 Soresu stance, this time lightsaber hilt in our lead or left hand. So I'll say something like this. You're going to step forward with your lead foot as you do a lead jab to the head, come around for a lead hook to the head, and then shuffle backwards for a lead figure 8 block to the left. Okay? Make sure. Yeah. So I'll go through it again. I'll count it off like this. So we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, and like I said, we're going to keep doing that until the 90 seconds are up, followed by a 30-second break, and then we're going to start the third sequence, so on and so forth. There's 10 sequences total, so this workout should last about, I'd say 20 to 25 minutes, and that's being generous. All right. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I think I covered it. I'm not going to be doing any stretches after this workout, so I'm just going to end the video once we are done, okay? Yeah, let me get a sip of water and we'll get started, all right? Last day, and then we're on to dual wielding. I can't wait. So much fun. So much fun. Okay, you guys ready for that 2-minute warm-up? And go. Go, 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 go. Ah. See, you guys don't have to go super fast or anything like that. You can take it nice and slow. Work on form, trying to do the movements correctly. Got about 1 minute and 15 seconds left. All right, I'm gonna do me some of these. You guys gotta let me know how I am doing with these lessons, okay? Because if I have no input, I don't know if I'm really doing these right, okay? I'm doing them how I want to do them, but that's not the point. The point is it beneficial to you guys? That's what I care about. So if there's something that you see that I can improve upon, please speak up so I can make those adjustments. And stop. Okay. All right. So the first sequence, make sure you guys are staying hydrated. Soresu stance, followed by a rear jab head, rear hook head, and then a rear figure 8 block to the right. Three, 2, 1, let's begin. Rear hand, standard grip, Form 3 Soresu stance. Step forward with your rear foot for that rear jab to the head. Come around for a rear hook to the head and then shuffle backwards as you do a rear figure 8 block to the right. Okay? So we have 1, 2, 3. It is a shame. If anyone's got ideas of how I can play music, maybe I can use like my old phone. Like the screen is all just destroyed to crap, but maybe there's a way. And I can access Spotify and get some good music going. At least you guys get to listen to music. You know what I have to listen to? While I do these, all these thoughts in my head, alright? It's not exactly a party in here. Got about 10 seconds left, let's do 2 more. And stop. Okay, so second sequence you guys already know, Soresu stance. And we're gonna do a lead jab to the head, lead hook head, and then a lead figure 8 block to the left. Looks like for the third and fourth sequences, we're also going to be doing a form 3 Soresu stance. The movements are going to be different though, for the most part. You guys ready? All right, let's begin. Lead hand, standard grip, form 3 Soresu stance. Take a step forward with your lead foot as you do a lead jab to the head. Come around for a lead hook to the head, and then shuffle backwards as you do a lead figure 8 block to the left. Okay? So we have 1, 2, 3. All right? Now, I know I've told you guys this. Yes, that's right. I am going to talk through this entire workout. So if you just want to hear me talk, you're more than welcome to. If you just want to listen to music, I don't blame you. I mean, this is me that we're talking about here. I don't blame you for not wanting to listen to what I got to say. I was basically just going to bullshit anyways. Stupid short-term memory loss. I can't even remember what I was going to say to you guys. You lucky bastards. You didn't know what I was going to say. I've noticed as I've been doing these classes, 15 seconds left, that I'm starting to get a little bit more proficient using my lead hand, which is good. That's part of what these drills are designed to do. Go ahead and stop. I want you guys to be able to switch off hands if need be. And that's what the two-handed Saber drills, the first ones that we did, that's what those are for. So you can use both hands, okay? So, again, Soresu stance. This time we are going to do a rear spin pommel strike to the head, then a rear back hook head, followed by that we're going to do a rear figure 8 block to the left this time. Okay? Alright, let's begin. Form 3 Soresu stance. So, turn clockwise as you do a rear pommel strike to the head, then a rear back hook head, and then you're going to shuffle backwards as you do a rear figure 8 block to the left. Yes. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's keep it going. Got about 55 seconds. I know I say it all the time, but I cannot wait to show you guys the 4 move sequences. The Soresu and the Ataru is so much more prominent than doing these 3 move sequences. I didn't want to start you guys off with too much because I did that before. I think I skipped over the 3 move sequences. 22 seconds. So, not just for you guys, But for me as well, I wanted to go back to the basics. And this is a great way to do so. Five seconds. And stop. Okay. Fourth sequence mirrors the third. So Soresu stance, lead spin, pommel strike to the head, lead back hook head, and then a lead block to the right. Figure 8. And let us begin, my friends. So, Soresu stance, lead hand standard grip. Turn counterclockwise as you do a lead pommel strike to the head, then a lead back hook to the head, and then shuffle backwards for that lead figure 8 block to the right. Double check my work real quick. Yeah. Okay. Gotta make sure, guys. So we got 1, 2, 3. Okay? Just the mirror opposite of the third sequence. See? Even I still mess up. It's alright. 20 more seconds, guys. It's okay to mess up as long as you correct yourself. Two, one, and stop. Okay. So our fifth sequence is going to be no Soresu stance this time. But we have a rear hook head into a rear elbow jab head, and then a lead mid kick. Okay. So this is the one where we're going to have to spin our blade in our hand like this. Okay. Okay. So rear hook head, rear elbow jab head, lead mid kick. Let's get it going. Okay, so you're going to shuffle forwards as you do a rear hook to the head. As your blade passes off of theirs, flip it into a reverse grip, shuffle forwards for a rear elbow jab to the head, then turn your body to the side and take your lead foot and do a lead mid kick. Okay? Yeah. It's a little bit more tricky with this one. You know what a good 4-move sequence would be? Is doing a rear hook to the head, rear elbow jab to the head, then a round kick with your lead foot, and then a rear spin elbow jab to the head. You're going to see moves like that, okay? I promise. Alright, got about 10 more seconds left. One more, come on. Alright, stop. Okay, so 6th sequence, we're halfway done. So we got a lead hook head, lead elbow jab to the head with a rear mid kick this time, okay? Again, make sure you're staying hydrated. And let's begin. Lead hand, standard grip. Shuffle forwards for that lead hook to the head. As your blade passes off against theirs, spin it into a reverse grip. Shuffle forwards for a lead elbow jab to the head. and turn your body to the side for a rear mid kick, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3. I'm actually pretty happy about this one because I suck at spinning the saber in my lead hand compared to my rear hand. So this definitely will help out a lot. All right, got about 50 seconds left, guys. There we go. A little bit slower. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and stop. All right. So with this one, we have a rear hook head into a rear back hook head, and then a rear spin back hook head. So we have the choice of dipping the blade or just turning. I'll show you guys what I mean. All right, 4 more sequences left and then we're done. All right, let's begin. Rear hand standard grip. So shuffle forwards for that rear hook to the head. Shuffle forwards for that rear back hook to the head. As you do that rear back hook to the head, you're gonna spin into a rear spin back hook to the head, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3. All right, that's where the Ataru skills start to come into play since we're hopping around. Being a little bit more agile. Now, if you wanna dip the blade like I was talking about, this is what we gotta do, okay? So shuffle forwards for that rear hook to the head. Shuffle forwards for that rear back hook to the head. Dip your blade to the left. As you're dipping it to the right, you're gonna spin like so, okay? It just looks more fancy. I forgot to advance that second time. $15 seconds. 5. And stop. Okay. So lead hook head, lead back hook head, lead spin, back hook to the head. Okay. Oh, tissue. Yes, please. All right, ready? Lead hand standard grip. So, advance as we do a lead hook to the head. Advance as we do a lead back hook to the head. Okay? Now, use your momentum from that lead back hook to the head to spin for your lead spin back hook to the head. Okay? So, we have 1, 2, 3. All right? Nowhere near as good with my lead hand as I am with my right hand. All right? But I may do. So for the dipping blade part, we got 1, 2, dip it to the left, or excuse me, dip it to the right. As you dip it to the left, spin and turn like that. I know I'm losing balance. All right, I got this. Okay, that was a little bit more graceful, but not graceful enough. There we go. 20 seconds left. little bit slower. 5 more seconds. All right, that was a little bit better. Go ahead, stop. Final 2 sequences, guys and gals. So we have a rear low block, a rear block to the right figure 8, and then a rear hook head. Huh. Should be a little bit interesting. Did I go for this one? All right, let's begin. So, start off in the center of the room. You're going to shuffle backwards for that rear low block. So you're going to shuffle backwards for that rear low block, then do a rear figure 8 block to the right. Then you're going to bring your saber around in advance as you do a rear hook to the head. Yes, okay. So we have 1, 2, 3. All right, I know it's a weird one. Oh God, my left hand is gonna suck with this one. Got about 31 seconds left. 20. 5. One more, come on. All right, stop. Last sequence, lead low block, lead block to the left, figure 8, and then a lead hook to the head, okay? And we're done. You guys ready? Okay, let us begin. Lead hand, standard grip. Shuffle backwards for that lead low block. Shuffle backwards for the lead figure 8 block to the left. Then shuffle forwards for that lead hook to the head. Okay? So we have 1, 2, 3. Dang, yeah, I definitely need work with my left hand on this one. It's alright, that's what these drills are for. I think that would be fun if I made them all for the right hand, you know? I think it's good to be at least adapted to using your non-dominant hand. You know, you don't have to be perfect, but just good enough for when you can't use your right hand. Got about 16 seconds left. All right, last one. All right. So about to you, my brothers and sisters in the force and in the balance. That was it. Day 5 of Journeyman is now complete. What did you guys think of this 5-day rotation of the Jedi side of classes? Let me know down in the comments below, okay? Let's see, what else? Did I mention that before? I think I did. I'll tell you guys again just in case. So our next lessons are going to be Jarkai, which is dual wielding, all right? It's going to be the same setup as we did for the Sith and Jedi classes. It's going to be a 5-day rotation filled with 10 3-move sequences per day, all right? So It's going to be a lot of fun because it has 2 lightsabers instead of 1. You know, pretty sure General Grievous would agree with me there that more lightsabers make everything better. But anyways, yeah, I'll cut it off here so I'm not keeping you guys too long. Okay, thank you for sticking with me through these Saber drill routines. We still have a long way to go, but that's 3 lessons in the bag. Okay, 3 lessons in the bag. All right, and I think there's 5 separate lessons for 3 move sequences. Yes, and then 5 separate lessons for the 4 move, 5 separate lessons for the 5 move. Yeah, we have 2-handed, then Sith, Jedi, dual wielding, Saber staff. Okay? The Saber staff one is going to be a 6-day rotation, just to let you guys know. Day 1 is going to be 2 hands on the hilt. Day 2 will be 1 hand on the hilt. And we're just going to alternate back and forth like that for all 6 days. Okay? Just figured I'd give you guys a heads up. But yeah, I'll cut it short. I'm Darth and Magnus. May the Force be with you, and may that balance keep you, my friends. You guys, take care.